loudly into that microphone. And state you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Gant, would you please state your name and spell it for the court reporter?
Yes, Natalie, Natalie, Gant, Gantt.
And was your previous last name Bryant?
Yes,
And have you lived in Jacksonville for the majority of your life?
yes,
Do you have any children?
yes,
A son?
yes.
Can you tell the jury what you currently do for a living? It's kind of the area that you work in.
Medical authorizations.
Turning your attention back to January of 2020, where were you living?
7520 Dalehurst Drive.
And is that a home in Duval County, Florida?
Yes.
When did you begin living at that address?
A couple years, probably 2 years, 1 to 2 years.
When you first moved into that home, was anyone else living with you?
Yes.
And who was that?
My mom and my son.
And was your mom working at the time?
Yes.
And what about your son?
School.
Did you own any vehicles back then?
Yes.
Okay. How many vehicles?
2.
And what were they?
A black Acura and a Honda Civic, silver Honda Civic.
What about your mom?
A white Acura.
In January of 2020, were you dating someone?
Yes.
And what was that person's name?
Torgan Williams.
Do you recall approximately when you began dating Torgon?
Like 2019.
Would it have been a few months
Yeah,
prior to this?
like the middle, maybe 2019.
So maybe around summertime?
Yeah.
Do you recall how you met Torgon?
Yes.
How was that?
Through Kareem.
And is Kareem Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
Now, are Abdul Robinson Jr. and Torgon related in any way?
Yes.
And how is that?
They're cousins.
During your relationship, did Torgon actually move in with you in Dalehurst?
Yes.
Was Torgon also part of a local rap group named ATK?
Yes.
What about Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
Did Torgon and Abdul Robinson Jr. hang out quite a bit?
Yes.
And when you were around them, did you notice whether or not Abdul Robinson Jr. had any physical impairments?
Yes.
And what did you observe?
He walked like with a limp.
Do you know why?
He was shot in the head.
Was that prior to you and Torgon dating?
Yes.
I'm sorry, we need to be sure all electronic devices are turned off, if I didn't already say that before. All right, thank you. You may proceed, Mr. Cooper.
Thank you, Judge. Did you know in 2020 what area of town Abdul Robinson Jr. was living?
West Side?
Did he stay at the west side, or was there any other areas of town?
Yeah, West Side and off of like Ocean Way.
Do you also know someone named Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
And who is he?
Abdul Robinson Jr.'s brother.
Was Hakeem Robinson part of ATK?
Yes.
Did Torgon Williams and Hakeem Robinson know one another?
Yes.
Are they related?
Yes.
How so?
Cousins.
Do you see Hakeem Robinson in the courtroom here today? And if you do, tell us where he's seated and what he is wearing.
He's right there with a blue jacket on. Suit.
Can you be a little more specific?
Right next to the white man with the black jacket. The middle, between the lady and the man, right here.
Your Honor, if the record reflects, Ms. Gant has identified the defendant.
Okay, record shall so reflect.
Did Hakeem Robinson have a nickname?
Yeah.
And what did you know that nickname to be?
Ksoo.
Did Torgon and Hakeem Robinson hang out at times?
Yes.
Was that usually with Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the name Leroy Whitaker?
Yes.
And why are you familiar with that name?
He hangs out with Torgon.
Did you personally know or hang out with
No.
anybody named Leroy Whitaker?
No.
Do you know what Leroy Whitaker looks like?
Yes.
And what is that based on?
Like social media or just hanging Torgan doing videos. I've seen him in there too.
So you've seen Torgon and Leroy Whitaker together in videos.
Yes.
Do you see Leroy Whitaker in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Could you tell us where he is seated and what he is wearing?
In the front right here with the blue jacket.
And who is he next to?
This white lady right here.
Okay. Is that the front table that you're pointing to?
Yeah.
All right. Your Honor, with the record reflect, Ms. Gann has identified Leroy Whitaker.
The record shall so reflect.
Are you also familiar with an individual named Dominique Barner?
Yes.
And how did you know who Dominique Barner was?
Torgan's friend.
In January of 2020, did Torgon have his own vehicle?
No.
Today, are you aware or recognize the name Charles McCormick?
Yes.
And why do you recognize that name?
Because of the incident that happened.
Is that when he was killed?
Yes.
And was that on January 15th of 2020?
Yes.
Did you discover that he was murdered later the same day that it happened?
Yes.
Now, your home on Dalehurst, how close is that to the Merrill Road Shopping Plaza?
About a mile.
On January 15th, 2020, that morning, were you home?
Yes.
And what's the first thing you remember about that morning?
I was being woke up out my sleep.
Who was waking you up?
Torgan.
And do you recall around what time on January 15th that was?
Like early afternoon.
And so do you mean around lunchtime or later, if you remember?
Before lunchtime.
Was it unusual for you to have still been asleep at that time?
No.
Right. And why is that?
Because I took care of my grandma overnight.
And does she live with you?
No.
Where was she staying?
With my dad.
After you were woken up on January 15th, 2020 by Torgon, did you see anyone else in your home?
Yes.
And who was that?
A Kareem.
Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
And what happened after you were woken up by Torgon?
I woke up and I went out to the living room and him and Kareem were there and they asked me to go pick up Hakeem.
Did you know why they wanted you to pick him up?
No.
Did you ask?
No.
Did you finally agree to do that?
Yes.
Did it seem to you like Torgon or Abdul Robinson Jr. did not want to go pick him up themselves?
Yes.
Where did you have to go to pick Hakeem up?
Off Arlington Expressway in some apartments.
And how did you know where to go?
Kareem, I believe Kareem said it, or I don't know if there was a thing on his phone with a map. That I cannot remember.
Did you go to that apartment complex?
Yes.
How did you get there?
I drove my silver Honda.
Did Abdul Robinson Jr. have a vehicle at your home that day?
Yes.
You recall what it was?
It was an SUV.
Were you given anything before you left to go pick Hakeem Robinson up?
Yes.
And what was that?
Kareem's phone.
Do you recall what type of phone it was?
I believe it was an iPhone.
Did you have a phone on January 15, 2020?
Yes.
Was your phone working on January 15, 2020?
No.
The whole day?
Not the whole day.
Did it get deactivated?
No, when I woke up, my phone was off. I didn't know I didn't pay the bill.
Later that day, did you pay the bill?
Yes.
After you got into your silver Honda and you drove to the apartment complex, what happened?
I was riding through. I pulled into it's like some brick apartments. I pulled in and I was like circling around because I didn't really know exactly where he was at. So I was like going through a loop and I got a call on the phone. I don't know if it was an Instagram call. I can't recall a regular call, FaceTime. And it was Hakeem saying, I'm down here, like turn around.
Do you recall what the apartment complex looked like?
It was brick buildings.
Your Honor, may I have published exhibits that are already in evidence?
Yes.
I'm showing you what's in evidence as State's Exhibit 177. Do you recognize this photograph?
Yes,
And what do you recognize that to be?
the apartments.
That's the same apartment complex you went to on January 15th, 2020?
Yes,
And showing you State's Exhibit 179. Do you recognize that photograph?
yes,
And is that those same apartment complexes?
yes.
Now, explain again when you initially pulled into the apartment complex. Do you know what building you went to, or where exactly did you go?
I went straight. It's like one way in, one way out. I went down and then I went to turn around.
And were you looking for someone?
Yes,
And that's when you got the call?
yes.
After you got that call, where did you go in the complex?
Can you repeat that?
Sorry, where did you go in the complex?
I pulled in to like right here, kind of
Excuse me.
right here. The spot, like right here.
And what happened when you pulled into that spot?
Hakeem came from under, like up from over here.
And what did he do?
He got in my back seat.
You said he got into the backseat of your car?
Correct.
And did he have a firearm with him?
No,
Today, do you recall what he was wearing?
I don't.
Do you remember what his hair was like that day?
He had like dreads, but they're like twisty looking like dreads.
And about how far down did they go?
Like right here.
After you got Hakeem Robinson and he got into your car, where'd you go?
Back to my house.
Did y'all talk at all on the way back?
No,
About how long did it take you to get back to your house on Dalehurst?
about 5 minutes.
And when you got back, what did you do?
I don't know if I handed Kareem's phone to Hakeem or gave it back to Kareem, and I went back to my room and laid back down.
Did you ever ask them about what happened on January 15th, 2020?
No,
And shortly after this, did you stop dating Torgon?
yes.
No further questions, Judge.
All right, cross for Mr. Whitaker.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Morning.
Since this all happened, you've gotten married, haven't you?
Yes.
You and Mr. Torgan Williams didn't date very long, did you?
No.
At the time that this all happened, back in January of 2020, he did spend quite a few nights at your home,
Yes.
and he obviously had woken up at your home that morning.
Yes.
And my understanding is you do know who Leroy Whitaker is,
Yeah, like I know who he is. Yeah.
but you've never spent any time with him,
No.
never had a meal with him,
No.
never sat down and had any kind of a long conversation with him.
No.
Didn't see him on January 15th.
No.
Thank you, ma'am. I don't have anything.
All right.
All right, and cross-exam for Mr. Robinson.
Good morning, Miss Gant.
Good morning.
Now, Gant is your married name, right?
Yes.
You are currently married to a man named Tyrone Gant, right?
Yes.
Maiden name is Bryant, right?
Yes.
Now, on the day Charles McCormick was murdered, what day was that?
January 20th or the 19th of 2020, I believe.
That's what you remember it to be.
Mhm.
Okay. And you were dating someone by the name of Torgon Williams, right?
Yes.
Okay. You were living together.
Yes.
And this was in, like you said, January of 2020, right?
Yes.
You were turning 38 years old at that time, right?
Yes.
And Torgon Williams was 23 years old at that time.
Yes.
And you were in a sexual relationship with him, right?
Yes.
He lived in your house with your mom and your child.
Yes.
And at the time, your child was 19 years old.
Yes.
He's closer in age to Torgon than he was to you.
Yes.
Now, at the time that in 2020, you weren't working,
No.
did you file taxes in 2021?
No.
Have you ever had a job where you filed taxes before 2020?
Yes.
Okay. When did you file taxes before 2020?
I don't know. It's been a couple years.
Okay, but around that time, you weren't working, but you were living in that house and supporting your mom and your son and Torgon, right?
No, my mom worked.
What did your mom do?
She is a cashier.
So your mom, as a cashier,
Mhm.
was supporting you, your 19-year-old son, and Torgon Williams, right?
No.
Who was supporting them because Torgon Williams wasn't working, was he?
No, I also used to take care of my grandma, and I got paid for doing that.
Who paid you to take care of your grandma?
My dad.
Okay. And how much money did you pay taxes on that job?
No.
Okay. And like I said, Torgon Williams wasn't working, was he?
No.
Isn't it true that you were selling drugs at that time out of your house?
No.
In the grounds? Okay, let me see counsel at sidebar.
Baby, so that's how we starting the day off. Okay, we getting in there today. Good morning, to team. Good morning. Court started on time this morning, so I ain't had time to come on and say good morning. But boy, we starting off good. I already got a whole page of notes already based off this one witness. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. This witness is damaging to Ksoo. Okay, how they gonna get from up under this, even though the defense is coming in good. This witness confirms the story of witness Boston from yesterday, who was sitting at the apartment saying she saw a white girl looking lost. So even though we can't see the witness, we obviously can assume based off her testimony that she is the white girl driving a car that Miss Boston saw pick up the suspect. She has confirmed that Ksoo is indeed who she picked up, which is damaging. However, let me find out she a drug lord over there, okay? So the defense and the state, they must have threw the state off because the state like, oh no, Your Honor. Good stuff, okay? But yeah, so we gonna see, what happens. But boy, this was a good witness. I'm up now. I was half asleep at first. I'm up now for sure. LOL, she get right up on BS. She told her your old ass dating this boy. Okay. Now that was funny. I was like, where's she going with it? But I'm telling you, that defense lawyer threw me off when she came out of blue. Time, yeah, you was selling drugs. I said, oh shit. I think they coming back.
All right.
Now, oh, sorry, Judge.
I'm just making sure court reporter's ready. Yes, you may proceed.
Okay. Now, the man you're married to now, right?
Yes,
You started dating him after you broke up with Torgon Williams, right?
yes,
He was arrested in 2022, right?
yes,
He was living with you at the time, right?
no,
He wasn't living with you in 2022?
are you talking about, which arrest are you talking about?
I'm going to talk about the arrest that he has for selling fentanyl and cocaine.
In December, that's the December, we were separated.
Okay,
We're
so
not together.
we're not, but you were living before with him?
Yes,
And then in the interim, when you weren't together, he was arrested for selling fentanyl and cocaine.
yes,
Okay. And you're still married to him now, right?
yes,
His case is, well, actually, his case is still pending, right?
yes,
It's being prosecuted by the state attorney's office.
yes.
And that case isn't going to be resolved. Its next court date is after this trial, right?
I don't know. His lawyer handles all that. I don't go to the court dates.
As you sit here, you don't know when your husband's next court date is. He's incarcerated, right?
I don't know when his next court. His lawyer handles that, and then he reiterates to me.
Okay. And you don't go to his court dates,
No.
but he's in jail.
Yes.
And now you are testifying on behalf of the same office that is prosecuting your husband, right?
Yes.
Now, speaking of Hakeem, you just testified that you knew Hakeem as far back as, I think your testimony was, what you said was 2019.
Yes.
That's what you said on the witness stand, right?
Yes.
Now, you weren't close to Hakeem, right?
No.
You just knew who he was.
Yes.
Everyone knew who Hakeem was, right?
Yes.
He's Ksoo,
Yes.
right? And at that time, he was a local celebrity in Duval County.
Yes.
He was an up-and-coming musician, right?
Yes.
Very close with someone by the name of Young and Ace, right?
Yes.
You know, Young and Ace now is a very popular musician, right?
Yes.
And at that time, Hakeem's career was going pretty well, right?
Well, I didn't know about his career. I just know. Yeah, I don't know about.
You didn't go with Torgon Williams to one of the music videos where he was shooting?
Yeah, I dropped Torgan off there before. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Mhm.
He was in the position where he was producing music videos, right?
Yes.
Okay. And like you said, you were there, right?
Yes.
You went there with your boyfriend Torgon, right?
Yes.
And there were a bunch of people on set, right?
Yeah.
I mean, could you tell the jury or give an estimate of how many people? More than 10?
I can't. I mean, I don't know.
Did you end up watching the music video?
I can't. I probably did.
Okay. But you can't remember which one it was now.
Mm-mm.
But it was released into the media, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, it wasn't just Torgon that was there, right? Other members of their friends were there. Kareem was there. Did you see him there
See him where?
at the music video?
I don't know if he was at that one.
Let me make this easier. Instead of going through the list, would you be able to testify to anybody else that was there?
I can't remember. I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you didn't know anyone who Torgon would hang out with apart from Hakeem, right?
What do you mean by that?
Okay. Isn't it true that you've testified before that you did not know who Torgon would hang out with apart from Hakeem Robinson? You testified on direct that you know all about Leroy Whitaker, that you know about Abdul Jr. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I misspoke. You did not know who would hang out with Torgon apart from Abdul Jr., not Hakeem, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
Oh, my mistake, and you caught it because you did Hakeem wasn't that close. The one he was close to Oregon Williams, was Abdul Robinson Jr., right?
Yes, he would hang out with him more. Yes.
And we're throwing out a bunch of names, so I don't want the jury to get confused, okay? Whenever I say Kareem, is that Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes.
Okay, so he's not in this courtroom today, right?
No.
Okay, but that is the one that was close with Oregon Williams. You didn't see Hakeem Robinson at your house all the time?
No.
You never saw Hakeem Robinson hanging out with Dominique Barnell?
No.
Oregon wasn't a musician though, right?
No.
He hung around ATK and their musical group, right?
Yes.
But he didn't rap, he didn't do any music.
No.
Now, I want to understand how it is now that you ended up being a witness for the prosecution in this case. Because let's be clear, you're testifying now that you had information about a homicide that occurred in January 2020, right?
Yes.
You never went to them with this information, right?
No.
They had to come to you, right?
Yes.
And the case we are here for is for the murder of a young man by the names of Charles McCormick, right?
Yes.
You have no idea who that was.
No.
He's a complete stranger to you.
Correct.
Now, you just testified on direct for the state that you picked up Hakeem on the day of the murder, right? And brought him back to your house.
Yes.
And that at the time you lived at 750 South Dalehurst Drive, which was right around the corner from where Charles McCormick lived, right?
It was 7520.
7520, right? But that's right around the corner from where Charles McCormick was murdered, the strip mall. That's where your house was.
Yes. A mile away.
And when this murder happened in 2020, it was broadcast all over the news, right?
Yes.
Your testimony is that you knew there was a murder right by your house, right?
What do you mean? When did I know, though? I mean?
When did you know that there was a murder? You had to have known when you saw the news later that day.
Yes, later that day. Yes.
Within 24 hours, you knew that that murder happened and it involved your boyfriend, Oregon Williams, right?
I didn't know for sure. I just seen the death of Charles McCormick on the news.
At the strip mall, right around from your house, right? The one where you claimed that you heard the gunshots from your house, right?
I didn't never say I heard any gunshots.
Okay, because you were asleep all morning, right?
Yes.
And can't testify to anything that happened at your house before you woke up, right?
Correct.
But you picked up the shooter and you helped him get away, right?
I picked up Hakeem Robinson. That's who I picked up.
And they are claiming he is the shooter, right?
Yes.
You picked him up and helped him get away and evade capture, right?
I guess if that's what you want to say, I was just picking somebody up.
Okay. Because if you claim you didn't know anything, then you can't get charged for accessory after the fact, right?
I didn't know anything.
So you're telling this jury that after you, Oregon or Kareem comes into your house and says, I need you to go and pick up Hakeem from the woods. You go and pick him up. You see later the day.
From the woods. That's not what was said.
Okay. So we're going to break it down, but this is what you want the jury to believe. You had no clue. You continued living with Oregon Williams, right?
Yes.
You had no discussions with him about what went on that day?
No.
Even though you had just seen on the news all this information about the case and know that they asked you to go and pick up somebody from that apartment complex.
Correct.
And you just didn't talk about it.
No.
Okay. So that you can come here and claim I didn't know, right?
No. I didn't talk about it. You're asking me. I didn't talk about it.
But regardless, you didn't go at all on your own free will to the state attorneys at any time to let them know that you had information about this case, right?
No.
So you've never been arrested for this case, right? Your involvement.
No.
You won't be prosecuted, right?
No.
Did you appear here under a state subpoena?
Yes.
So anything you say today, they can't use against you in the future for any future criminal prosecution.
I guess I don't know how that works.
Okay. Now, Torgon Williams, right, you've come to know,
Yes.
was directly involved in this murder, right?
No.
You don't know that as you sit here today?
No.
So your testimony is Torgon Williams was not involved in the murder of Charles McCormick?
No, I don't know that if he was. I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
All right. But he's been free for the past 5 years, right?
I don't know where he's been. I haven't talked to him.
As far as you're aware, he hasn't been arrested.
I don't know.
Now let's talk about something that happened to you in later in the year, 6 months later, after this homicide. You know someone by the name of Raekwon Howard?
Yes.
Isn't that person tried to kill you and Torgon Williams, right?
Yes, he was charged.
He was charged.
Mhm.
Now, this happened in the summer after the murder of Charles McCormick. So you were still with Torgon Williams 6 months later, right?
No, we broke up and then he came back for like a minute and then we broke up again.
Okay, so
We're it's straight. Yeah, we had stopped talking for a while.
you stop talking, and when he comes back into your life, there's a night when you and him are coming home in your car, right?
It was during the day.
Or it was during the day, and Raekwon Howard came out with a rifle and started shooting at the both of you, right?
Yeah, that's what he's charged with.
Okay. It's him. You told that to the police, right?
No, I couldn't ID. The person had a mask on.
Okay, but as far as you know, as he sits here, Raekwon Howard has been charged with trying to execute
Yes.
both you and Torgon Williams.
Yeah, he's been charged.
And that's what he tried to do. He tried to kill you both, right?
Yeah.
Did you shoot back?
Yeah.
You had your own firearm at the time.
Yes.
Now, per the internet, you know these two groups, right? The musical group ATK, you know about them, right?
Yes.
You know about the musical group Six Block.
Yes.
Okay. You know about their musical rivalry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they basically get traction with their music because one will sing something bad about the other, and then the other will sing something bad about the other, right?
Correct.
Almost like Kendrick Lamar and Drake do right now, right?
If you want to put it that way,
Gets them at the top of the charts, right?
I guess.
Perform at the Super Bowl.
I guess.
Now, even though you spoke to the detectives about Raekwon Howard and what he did to you, right? You didn't mention anything about Hakeem Robinson, right?
No.
You didn't mention anything about the incident about picking up this person from that incident, even though you know the murder took place, right?
No.
All right. And when Ksoo was arrested, he wasn't arrested until September of 2020, right?
I don't know when he was arrested.
Okay. But at the time he was arrested, you would agree with me that the case was all over the news, that he had been arrested for that murder that took place in the strip mall, right?
Yeah, it was on the news.
So everybody knew that the state thought that Hakeem Robinson was the person that killed Charles McCormick, right? It was no secret.
It was on the news.
Accessible to everybody, right?
Yeah.
Including you.
Yeah.
Now, we're also in Florida, right? You know about the law in Florida that we call this the Sunshine State, right?
No, what do you, no, I don't.
Everyone has public access to anything that's filed in a criminal case that's pending, right? It's open to the public.
Okay, yeah,
That you can go online and pull up anything you need to know about a case, right?
correct.
Including this case, right?
Yeah.
If you want to see interviews of witnesses, it's all over the internet, right?
Yeah,
You could look it up. If you wanted to see the interview of Dominique Barner, you could find that, right?
yeah,
You wanted to see the interview of his girlfriend, Janera Smith, that's on the internet for anyone to see, right?
I guess.
And it's not until April of 2022, over 2 years after the murder, after all of this has been on the news, that you claim that you know something about the case, right?
Yes.
You didn't go into their office of your own free will, right?
No.
You all of a sudden received a subpoena from the state attorney's office to go into their office, right?
Yes,
If you don't comply with that subpoena, you can be held in contempt of court, right?
I guess. I don't know what happens if you don't.
And you didn't just show up on your own, did you?
No,
You showed up with your lawyer.
yes,
You go to the state attorney's office because they've ordered you to do so, right? And you have a meeting with law enforcement, right? And your lawyer.
yes.
That initial meeting that you had with them is not recorded.
I don't know if it is.
It's not.
I don't know.
So we have no idea what it is that those detectives showed you, right?
Right?
I have no idea what you said word for word to those officers, right?
Right?
Or what they said to you.
But I think when I first went in there, they did a state. Yeah, I was recorded. I did a
Are
statement.
you testifying right now that the first meeting that you had was recorded? Because I'd have
Yes,
to.
yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'd make a motion at this time to compel.
Okay, well, sidebar it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, so your testimony is that first thing was recorded.
Yeah, the first time I ever went in, I gave my statement.
Right, but you had two separate meetings though. You first met with law enforcement, and then after you met with them,
Oh, I only had one meeting with my lawyer. I went in with my lawyer. That was it.
so your testimony today is that you only,
Yeah, I went in one time with my lawyer.
okay. Do you recall giving a deposition in this case?
Yes,
And that deposition was taken on May 10th of 2023, right?
I get that's the day it was. I don't know. I don't have it in front of me.
Can
Okay,
someone please send me a copy of the deposition? Thank
sorry,
you.
Your Honor. And several lawyers were there, correct?
It was probably my lawyer, and I think two lawyers. That's it. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it wasn't like a whole bunch of people. No.
Okay, a lawyer from the state's attorney's office was there?
Yeah.
A lawyer for Mr. Whitaker was there?
No,
No lawyer for Whitaker was there?
I don't think so. No,
Lawyer for Hakeem Robinson was there?
no.
Your testimony is that Mr. DeCoste was not present for your deposition?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the first meeting. I'm sorry. I'm confused. Yeah.
Okay,
no,
we'll
yeah.
clear this up. We're talking about the deposition that you did on Zoom where you received the subpoena from the defense.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
everybody's lawyers were there,
yeah. Everybody.
right?
Yeah.
And you swore to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Isn't that right? The same oath that you took before you took the stand today?
Correct.
Okay. Just gonna get to the page, Your Honor. Okay, starting on page 27, court and counsel, questions begin at line 9. All right, so when you showed up to give your sworn statement on April 21st, how long did you talk to the prosecutors or the detective that was there before going on record to give your sworn statement and then answer their questions? I mean, I don't know the exact time, that's your answer,
Okay.
but it wasn't long. Okay, so you were able to run through the story, answer their questions before you went on record with a court reporter.
Okay. That could be the same day, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't understand.
Okay, no, and I want to make it sure the jury understands. What
Yeah.
I want them to understand is that you had a meeting. It's the same day. You first go and talk to the detectives and the prosecutors, and that's not recorded by a court reporter, right?
I don't know if it was. I can't tell you if it was or not.
Okay, so now you're saying you're not sure if it was recorded.
I'm not sure because you got me all confused now.
Okay, so is it that you don't remember what took place on the day that you went to the state's attorney's office?
I do remember what took place.
Okay,
So
so
you're talking about a recording. You're saying, did I talk to this? Okay, I don't remember that.
so your answer is you don't remember if the first statement was recorded.
I don't remember.
Okay, but at some point they do. You remember them swearing you in,
Yeah, yeah.
and that was after you had already spoken to them.
Yeah. My lawyer was there, yeah.
Okay, because then after that they go on record and Joel Cooper starts asking you questions.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's what we have a copy of.
Okay.
Okay, but what I want the jury to understand is that's not the first. It's not on the fly. You know what I mean? You already kind of run through everything before you go on record, right?
I don't know. I'm talk to my lawyer, I guess, maybe. I don't.
You want me to talk to your lawyer about that?
No, I'm saying, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Now, the sworn statement that you gave to Joel Cooper, that was only 12 pages long, right?
I don't know how many pages it was.
You didn't review it before you took the stand today?
Yeah, but I don't remember the exact pages.
Okay, it wasn't that long, was it?
No, it wasn't.
How many times did you meet with the state's attorney's office before you took the stand today?
Probably like as in a whole, or like that's what I need to know. Like, what's the exact time frame here?
We took a deposition from you in 2023,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
That was 2 years ago.
Okay.
How many times between then and you walking in here today have you met with them?
Maybe 3 times.
Okay. How many times within the past month?
Maybe twice.
Okay. And you go over, they give you your statements, right?
Yes.
Did they give you one document with a sworn statement?
Yeah, they give me my, yeah.
So that you can review what you said back in 2022 before you testify here.
Correct.
Okay. Now let's go over the details of what you're claiming took place on that day, okay?
Okay.
Now you are the only person that would hang out at your house when you were dating Torgon was Kareem Abdul Robinson Jr., right?
Yes.
Okay. No one else, not Hakeem, right?
No.
Not Young and Ace, right?
No.
Just Torgon and Kareem, right?
Yes.
They were super close, right?
They were.
They were in that car together in 2019 that was shot up, right? Torgon Williams was shot in 2019 when he was in a car, wasn't he?
Okay, okay, yes, yeah.
The other person that was in that car that you're aware of was Kareem, right?
Correct.
Another person that was in that car was Abdul Robinson Sr., also known as Blue, right?
Correct.
Okay, and in that car, someone by the name of Willie Addison was killed, right?
Yes.
Willie Addison isn't Hakeem Robinson's biological brother.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Kareem was shot in the head in that car, wasn't he?
Yes.
And Torgon was shot multiple times.
Yeah.
As far as you knew, Hakeem Robinson wasn't in that car.
No, as far as I know, I don't know.
Okay. Now, 2 years after the murder, that when you say, because this is the first time you're giving information about this case, it's 2 years later, right? You remember that one of them, either Kareem or Torgon, asked you to go pick someone up, right?
Yes.
Can't remember which one it was, though.
I'm pretty sure it was Torgan because Kareem wouldn't come back to my room to wake me up. You know what I mean? But I can't really remember, but he came and woke me up, and then that's when I went out there. But Kareem did hand me his phone.
Okay. So now your testimony is you know for sure that it's Kareem's phone as opposed to Torgon's phone?
I never said it was Torgan's phone.
Or did you say before you didn't know which phone it was?
No, I knew it was Kareem's phone.
Okay. So your testimony, it's Kareem's phone.
Yes.
And you know it's Kareem's phone. Why? Because it's coming out of Kareem's hand and handing it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And you can't testify to anything that happened in your house or anything that morning until he wakes you up from your sleep.
Yeah, I was asleep.
Okay. So you wake up and he goes, hands you your phone and says what?
Wait, hold on.
Torgon wakes you up. You go
Correct.
outside. What does Torgon say to you?
Torgan says, well, Kareem is like, I don't remember which one. One of them were like, we need you to go pick up Hakeem.
You don't remember which one though, right?
Yeah, it's a blur of that. No.
Okay, so they say to you, we need you to go pick up Hakeem. You don't say why?
No.
You just
I was
follow
still
orders?
half asleep too. You got to think, I just got woken up. So I'm already aggravated. So.
But if you're aggravated, wouldn't you say, why should I have to go pick him up? That's your friend. You go pick him up.
Well, I didn't say that.
You're just following the orders of your 21-year-old boyfriend.
I guess.
Okay. So you don't know anything. You just say, okay, sure, I'll go. Right?
Yeah.
And you say a phone is handed to you. What kind of phone was it?
I believe it was an iPhone.
Not sure?
Not pretty sure, but I think it was an iPhone, I believe.
Okay. And he hands it to you, and what's on the phone?
I don't know what's on the phone.
Can't tell me what the screensaver is?
No.
Okay. Did it lock?
I think he might have took the lock. I'm not sure about that. Now that I don't remember.
Okay, but it's not your phone. You don't know the password to that phone, right?
Don't.
But you're now traveling with the phone in the car by yourself. You don't ask either one of them to follow you, right? Or to come with you.
No.
Now you just happen to know, okay, they tell you, go and pick him up somewhere by Arlington Road, right?
Yeah, some apartments. On
Okay.
Arlington Road.
How long is Arlington Road? How many apartment complexes are on there?
It's a couple. I believe they did say the name of the apartments. I can't remember that though. Or I don't remember if there was like, you know how people can put like a pin on there, like a GPS. I can't remember that.
Okay, but you see what you're doing now, Miss Gant, as we sit here today, is you're saying things like, I believe and I think. You're guessing, right?
I'm not guessing. I just don't remember if it.
But that's
pin
the
or
answer.
Oh, we just need one person speaking at a time. So Ms. Gant, if you'll allow the attorney to conclude her question, and then Ms. Kwas, if you'll allow Ms. Gant to conclude her answer. Thank you.
So when you say you believe, you don't know, right? You're guessing.
I don't know.
Okay, your answer is you don't remember, is what your answer is.
I don't remember if there was a pin address on there or, no, I don't.
You don't remember if they told you where to go. You don't remember if a pin was sent on the phone, which should be reflected on some record somewhere, right? But you somehow knew exactly where to go, right?
Yes.
You get in your vehicle, right?
Hmm.
You drive over there, right? Did you stop anywhere else, or you went directly to the location that you needed to go?
Directly.
Directly. Now, did the phone have a case on it?
I can't remember that. I don't remember.
Okay. And is your testimony that you were using the phone while you were in the car?
I wasn't talking on the phone or anything.
Okay, but where was it in the car?
It was in my hand.
Okay. And were you making any calls from this phone?
No.
Was any text being received from this phone?
No.
Okay. And you just pick him up, and your claim is that Hakeem Robinson comes and gets in your car, right?
Correct.
Now, you were able to give a description today about Hakeem Robinson, right?
Yeah.
But at the time of the deposition, you couldn't give us a description of what he was wearing, right?
No, I don't know what he was wearing.
Okay, so even though he came out and got in the car, you can't tell this jury what he was wearing.
No, I can't remember.
But you remember what his hair was like, right?
Well, I remember he had like the little twist. Yeah.
You said dreadlocks, but that's
So
not correct.
dreadlock twist is that's the same thing to me. I don't
To
know.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a difference though, right? Between dreadlocks, which are
I mean,
thick,
some people take their dreadlocks and they do like a twist thing. So
and I see you doing like this, like you're saying little twisties on his head.
no, I believe they were like right here.
But you say, I believe,
Yeah.
but you don't know, right?
No, they were right here. They weren't long.
Now, you remember giving a deposition? In this case, the same one that we're talking about, the one I'd referenced before? The deposition was in May of 2023, right?
Yes.
You only given one deposition in this case, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the deposition, as we said, we were all there. You were there to answer questions about what it was that you knew in this case, right?
Correct.
That was 3 years after the incidents that you say that you're testifying to today, right?
Correct.
And now we're here 5 years later, right?
Correct.
Okay. And in that deposition, Court and Counsel, page 86. No, 1 second, Judge. One second. I'm sorry, Judge, I'll go back to that. I'm gonna go back to that, okay?
Okay.
Let me switch over to now because you are able to testify to what Hakeem Robinson looked like back then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you described him. You described him as not skinny, right?
No, he had like a little weight. He wasn't like slim. You know what I mean? He had a little.
Weight on him. He was a big guy, right? Back then, in 2020.
I wouldn't say he was fat or anything, but he wasn't like skinny. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain.
He's not skinny.
Yeah.
He wasn't slim.
Yeah. It's
He wasn't slender, right?
he was not skinny, bony, but he was still like slim. You know what I mean?
So your testimony today is now that he's like skinny?
It's
He was
not.
back then?
No, he's not like some people are real skinny, right? You got bony,
Mm-hmm.
and you got people that are like slim, but that's not like skinny, skinny. You know what I mean? Like bony is skinny, skinny.
Okay, but he had weight on him. That's
Yeah.
the words you just used. You went like this, like to say he had a belly on him, right?
No, I don't know if he had it. No, I don't believe he had a belly on him.
Okay, and you described him as 6'2", 6'3", right?
I don't know if I don't believe I gave his height. I don't know his height.
He's big, right?
He's taller than me.
How tall are you?
4'11".
He's bigger than Torgon, right?
Yeah, Torgan.
How tall is Torgon?
I don't know.
How tall is you don't know how tall your boyfriend was?
He's short. I don't know
Okay.
his exact-
How about Kareem? Is he tall?
He's like medium. He's not really tall.
You know someone by the name of Chris Brown?
No,
Close friends with Dominique Barno?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Now you say you go, you pick him up. You don't know anything. You don't ask any questions. You say that this person, the shooter, who you claim is Hakeem Robinson, jumps in the back seat of your car, right?
Correct.
Did you see him with any phones in his hands?
No,
Okay, no phones.
no,
No idea how that person would have been communicating with everybody else to find out where he is, right?
I didn't see a phone.
Okay, didn't say a word to you in the car, right?
No.
And you said there were no calls coming in on the phone that you had, right?
When I pulled in like the apartments and I was making a U-turn, a phone call did come in, and it was Hakeem telling me like, I'm over here, come back. And that's when I was turning to go back.
So now your testimony is that a call came in
Yes.
from the shooter who you say is Hakeem Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
So he must have had a phone,
Yeah.
right? And it came onto Kareem's phone, and what did it say on the screen?
I can't remember that. I don't know if it was I don't know what type of call it was.
So you don't know if a phone number came up?
I can't remember that. No.
If it's a FaceTime, a face would come up, right?
I don't know, because a phone number can come up too. I don't know. In a FaceTime call.
But there's a call, right?
Yes.
It should be reflected on Kareem Robinson's records somehow, right?
Yeah.
Because you're testifying that it happened.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have just been magical for you to figure out where the shooter was, right? He had to let you know where he was.
Yeah.
Okay. And so he gets in the car, you pick him up, you don't ask any questions, you drive back to your house, right?
Correct.
Sat in silence, no, nothing, right?
Correct. I had the music up, but yeah, I had the music on. But
You guys listening to music together? Okay. Then you go back to your house, right?
correct.
Go back into your home, right?
Correct.
And fall asleep, right?
I go back to sleep. Yeah.
Go back to sleep. So you now are not a witness to anything else that happens for the rest of the day, right?
No.
You didn't get a pin drop from Dominique Barner asking you and Torgon to pick him up from a woman's house?
No.
Okay, if Dominique Barner comes in and says that, he'd be lying.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I don't.
You weren't stopped by police, which is why you and Torgon couldn't pick up Dominique Barner from that house?
No.
Okay, you were asleep at that time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the only time you were awake for that day was for you to get up, right?
Correct.
Not ask any questions, right?
Right.
Go pick up a stranger basically to you, Hakeem Robinson, right?
Well, I know he's not a stranger, but yeah, I know.
Because he's famous, you know who he is, right?
Well, I know he's because he's Torgan's cousin. Yeah.
And you also know him as Ksoo, been to his music videos, all of that, right?
Okay.
Okay, you go pick him up, don't ask any questions, go back to your house and fall asleep, right?
Correct.
Okay. And that allows you to say, I didn't know anything. I didn't help anybody do anything, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that you can't get charged with accessory.
Yeah, I guess.
No, you can't.
I don't know how this.
Okay. Your Honor, may I have a moment?
Yes.
No further questions, Judge.
All right, thank you. Is there any redirect?
Ms. Claus. May it please the court?
Yes.
Ms. Gant, you were asked about meeting with the state attorney's office, right? And in connection to your husband also being arrested in 2022, is that right? By defense counsel, you were asked about your husband being arrested in 2022, is that correct?
Yes,
And that was in December of 2022,
correct.
right? And isn't it true that you met with the state and law enforcement and provided information on this case 8 months before your husband was arrested
Correct.
and became a witness
Correct.
and provided a sworn statement?
Correct.
And in that sworn statement, did you provide the same information that you've testified to here today?
Yes.
And after that meeting with that recorded sworn statement, did you and your lawyer actually drive law enforcement out to the apartment complex where you picked Hakeem Robinson up?
Yes.
And you identified that apartment complex, the same one that we've all seen photos of here today, for law enforcement that day?
Yes.
You took us there, correct?
Yes.
Additionally, you were asked quite a bit about not coming forward on your own, right?
Yeah.
Don't really want to be here today, do you?
No.
And is there some concern in the culture, on the street, about snitching?
What's the grounds? Overruled.
You can answer, Ms. Gant.
Yes.
Okay. And are you concerned for your own safety?
Yes.
And did you know better than to ask too many questions?
Yes.
And not long after that, you and Torgon broke up. Is that correct?
Correct.
Judge, I don't have any further questions.
All right, may this witness be excused?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Ms. Gant. You're excused and free to go, ma'am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a brief morning recess. I'm going to ask that you leave your notepads on your seats and have a step into your respective jury rooms. We'll bring you out here in approximately 15 minutes. Thank you very much.
Nah, state. You ain't did no damage control with that redirect. No. That was not it. That was not it, state. You ain't clear up nothing that just happened. When that damn defense attorney for Ksoo started talking, ain't no way you thought you was about to clear up something, okay? Whew, Jesus. All right, so I'll say this, okay? As far as, that was a lot to take in. I will say the defense, Ksoo's defense team did definitely, to me, put some reasonable doubt in the witness statement, because her story does sound weird. Because I don't care how down you is, okay? Especially if you don't know nothing about what's going on and your dude or his homeboy asked you to go pick somebody up and you was asleep. I don't care how part of the crew you is, you gonna say something. You is not about to jump dead in a car and drive somewhere you don't know. I'm just saying that's not believable to me. Okay? You gonna add something. You just not, I don't care. Like, you just not about to just go head first, okay? And go somewhere. That's just how I feel. So to me, if I was on the jury, I wouldn't really believe her whole story. because like that just don't make sense to me. Like you gonna say something, okay? You gonna cuss them out. You gonna do something. They gonna have to tell you something. They gonna have to say, and it is convenient that the only time because my thing is this: you go pick him up. He gets in your car in the back seat. Obviously, he had to lay down, okay? Because ain't no way he just sitting up. He got in the back seat. He probably laid down. You just driving like it's nothing, and you are able to go back home and go straight to sleep. Nah, I'm gonna be up because for one, I'm gonna want to know what the hell I got woken up for to go pick this nigga up. Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go back to sleep. I'm not gonna lay down. I'm gonna be, even if I ain't in the mix, I'm gonna be ear hustling. Like, it's no way. So I don't really believe her whole story. I do feel like she's telling enough for what the state want her to tell, but I don't believe that's a true full story because, like the defense team said, hell, you just trying to make sure you don't get no charge. Unless I missed it, I didn't really hear how they why did she even come forward? Like, what made her come forward in 2022, or how did how did they know to come get her or send her a subpoena? I wonder if it's based off something Dominique Broner said or something. Like, I missed that part. I don't know if they really got to it because boy, they was all over the place. That girl was trying to act so slow, and I was like, girl, for you to say, for one, for you to be dealing with quote unquote a dude that was out in the streets, now you married to a drug runner and all that, girl, you know more than you know like what be going on. So I kind of, that part is kind of shaky. But Ksoo defense team did their job on that one. Like I said, I ain't gonna say she's totally lying. I just feel like she's omitting stuff, which would, if I was on the jury, would make me not want to take her as a credible witness. Just because like it doesn't match up, right? You can tell she's trying not to say too much, but just enough. And then, so hold on, did I miss it? Did the state clear up the whole thing with the husband? I don't think they really spoke on the whole narrative the defense put out that basically she's trying to, tell on Ksoo and them to help out her husband case. Did y'all heard? Okay, I want to make sure I ain't missed it. I don't think they cleared that up. That's why I said the state could have just said no redirect because nothing they said really cleared up any of the narratives that the defense put out. For that being our first witness of the day, that was definitely something, okay? Johnny Doe said she couldn't identify what he was wearing that day. And that's another thing. So even the girl who just seen a glimpse of him knew what he had on. So you mean to tell me you went to pick him up, you saw him come towards you, he got in your car, and he got out at your house, and you ain't see the shirt, the jacket, nothing? Like, it was crazy. He just said she came 8 months before he was arrested. Okay, so he came before. Well, something had to take place. I wonder what it was. Somebody ain't give her some money or something. Like, something had to take place. I'm with the defense on that. Because if you was quiet for 2 years, don't say nothing, then all of a sudden you end up telling details to the case, like something had to take place. It reminds me of the YNW Melly situation where at one point the girlfriend mom said nothing, and then she got mad at YNW Melly and decided to contact the police and tell whatever she told. So I kind of feel like we got to be missing something to why that took place. Now, the fact that I don't know if y'all caught it, the defense attorney kept bringing up, well, if Dominique Broner get on the stand and say this, that means he's lying. So I feel like part of Dominique Broner's testimony must include her, and they already setting up to call him a liar on the stand. So that was good lawyering right there. I don't know if y'all had caught that part. If that was just witness number one, I wonder what the rest of the witness. And remember, this was supposed to be a quick witness. That witness lasted about an hour. Okay.
This is the weakest. Give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla.
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like
Yeah, I
Water
love.
Trying to conquer the world, coming from where I come from. Hey, this your girl Mickey Truth, #1 blogger in South Carolina. #1 blogger in South Carolina.